What's up? What's up, guys? Today, what is going on? Happy Monday, everybody. What is going on in the wonderful world of investing today? Great weekend. We were over at Total Wealth Club this weekend. We were their grand sponsor, got to talk to people about taking action. It was a good event, really good event. Very proud of our team and everything that transpired over there this weekend, and it was good stuff. Good stuff. But guys, I would be reluctant if I did not go ahead and talk to y'all about something that's very important, extremely important, actually. And that's why you should always drive your sales comps. Why you should drive your sales comps. Most people sit behind a computer, wait for a property to come across the interweb or whatever you want to call it and end up closing on it, but they've only gone to the property, the subject property. So today we're going to dive into it. Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Trigg with Jet Lending. Welcome back to 40 Days, 40 Tips series. Today, I want to share a tip that's crucial for any real estate investor. Always drive your sales comps. While online researching, research is helpful, but physically visiting those properties can give you a key insight that you won't get from your computer screen. Let me explain why. Driving your comps is so important. So you're sitting behind a computer and you're looking at a property and an investor sent it to you. But at the end of the day, is it ready to go? Is it good to go? Meaning, have you driven by this property? Have you seen what's going on in the neighborhood? So why driving sales comps is so crucial. See the neighborhood for yourself. Photos online can be very deceiving. When you drive your sales comps, you get to see the real condition of the neighborhood. Things like upkeep of neighboring properties, curb appeal, and what's really happening on the street. You can't fully understand a property value without seeing the surroundings firsthand. Let me give you an example. Google can be very misleading, looking at Google photos and stuff like that. When you go drive your comps and drive the neighborhood, make sure the grass is being kept up. Make sure there's not 12 vehicles in the front yard. Make sure there's not a bunch of broke down, parts and stuff like that. Is there general care for the appearance of everybody's properties in that area? That can seriously hurt your comps and hurt your resale value. Prime example, would you want to live next door to somebody that's got 15 cars in the front yard and, working, till 9, 10, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning on these old junked up cars? Yeah, it's a red flag. So spotting red flags in real time. Driving the comps allows you to spot red flags that might not be obvious in the listing. This could be ongoing construction, high traffic areas, or declining neighborhoods. You won't see these factors in an online listing, but they can have significant impact on value of your property. One big thing to watch out for is cut-throughs. You're probably asking, what is a cut-through? Well, a cut-through is, I got to get from here to over here, 2 main roads, and this neighborhood winds straight through a cut route or a cut through so that I can get over there quicker and not hit all this traffic. Neighborhood I lived in, I lived on a cut through. Drove me nuts. Had to get the heck out of there. Won't ever do it again. But I didn't know. But it was a way quicker way to get over to a mile and saves you a whole lot of time. Cut throughs are big. Declining neighborhoods. Let's talk about that for a minute. If you go and strictly off what Google's telling you, declining neighborhoods, you can go in there and see if, like I said, do they have general care of the property? Do they like where they're living? Is upkeep up? Do they have, curb appeal or people cutting their grass? Just general care of the neighborhood. Better pricing strategy. By physically visiting your comps, you'll be able to compare the condition, features, and the appeal of nearby properties in a way that simply can't be done online. This helps you set a more accurate and competitive price for your property, leading to quicker sales or even better investment decisions. Guys, again, nothing takes place without physically touching it. All right. Make sure that you're paying attention to that. Okay. Here's one that most people don't realize. Neighborhood dynamics matter. Neighborhood dynamics matter. Gated communities and similar variations. Sometimes two properties may appear similar in size and features, but one might be located in a better neighborhood. See this all the time. For example, your comps could be in a gated community, which adds a premium to the property value. By driving your comps, you can catch these differences and adjust your valuation strategy accordingly. This is something you would have missed by only looking online. So, what are we going to do? We're going to drive our comps. Environmental factors. Beyond neighborhood types, these like beyond neighborhood types, these things like nearby parks, school, and even noise from highways can affect property values. If you don't believe me, ask anybody that lives in these neighborhoods that are like behind commercial, behind major highways. You're going to hear that noise all day long. And people don't want to live in those. So it'll severely hurt your values, guys. Pro tip. Here's your pro tip for today. Don't just drive your comps once. Make it a habit of visiting it at different times of the day. Why? Because you'll be better understanding of traffic, noise, safety, and get a true feel of the neighborhood. What looks good at noon might be quite different at night. Just telling y'all, might be quite different at night. Everybody's at work during the day. So it may be all cleaned up and, people not walking around at high noon. But at 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, it may be rowdy parties next door. Pay attention to that. Okay, guys? So what are we going to do? We're going to drive our comps. We're going to make sure we drive them, and we're going to make sure we don't close on an investment property that you personally have not gone to the property multiple times during your due diligence period. Okay? Make sure you do this. This is a big, big thing. And last but not least, make notes on properties. Make notes. That way you can refer back to them if you get a property in that area. Oh, I remember that property is on the same street, but it's got a cut through, or it's got loud neighbors, so on and so forth. All right. Take notes. It's important. Okay. It's very important to take notes. Take notes on specific conditions of the comps. Is the landscaping maintained? Are there signs of deferred maintenance? These little details can help with clear pictures of how these properties compare to what your plan is and what you're going to do to the property. Don't over improve the property. Don't fall in love with it and say, I'm going to I'm going to add 10,000 square feet to it, and it's going to be the biggest thing out there. Be careful. Don't fall in love with an investment property. Do the bare minimum that it takes to get it sold. And don't mean a bare minimum like a bad thing. You don't want to over rehab your property, okay? Unless that is a key to you making future monies, i.e. short-term, mid-term rental, and putting it on a platform like Airbnb, then you want those extra amenities in your property. So we're going to recap a little bit. Let's make sure that we're always driving sales comps. You'll get a true feel for the neighborhood and the property's condition. You can spot red flags like construction or declining area. It helps you set a better more accurate price. You'll catch things like gated communities and other neighborhood factors that could significantly affect values. So, guys, have y'all ever closed on an investment property that you did not drive your comps? I encourage y'all to share y'all's feelings in the comments. All right, guys. And for more real estate tips and advice and for your next investment property, contact me, Rob Trigg at Jet Lending at 903-806-4400. Let's make sure you're fully prepared for your success in your next investment. That's all the time we have today for 40 days and 40 tips. I think we're going to change it to indefinite days, indefinite tips. I think it's been more than 40 days. But guys, I hope I see y'all soon. If y'all want a topic, call me. I'll do the research and I will do a video on it. Thank you guys. Out here.